Hey everybody, welcome to Chapter 4, Lesson 4. These are problems faced by cities. So now we have these cities, and you know why we have these cities, what problems start to develop in the cities. So I did this one kind of as a Venn diagram, showing you that these are the problems faced by cities. But on the bottom of the page, we have efforts to solve problems faced by immigrants. So there's a little bit of an overlap between these things. There are some things that are done to help immigrants, and there are some things that are problems in cities, and obviously one of those things overlaps a little bit. First big problem is tenements. Tenements are crowded, dirty, poorly built, dangerous, small apartments. To fit all these immigrants and migrating workers into cities, they get packed into tenements, small, dangerous, small apartments, and they live in ghettos, run-down city neighborhoods. Many times it's by choice because you're choosing people who have your same background from the same country you're from, or sometimes by pressure from other neighborhoods to not let you in. So that's where the term ghettos would come from, run-down city neighborhoods. Now the other problem faced is because of these cities growing and because of these people, politics begins to get dirty. We have political corruption. People in power control government by breaking the law. Like this fella here. He's the ward boss.
Hey mister, you Irish? I can take you to the ward boss. Need work? Need lodging? There's people that hate you if you're Irish. You can't get nothing without the ward boss. He's the biggest man in Boston. I didn't do nothing.
Who's this man? The ward boss?
He's the one who has the power because he's using immigrants for political power.
What do you call yourself?
Joseph Donnelly.
Well, Donnelly, let's put you on the road to citizenship. We'll get you working and get you voting when the time comes. Huh? See how the system works here, lad, huh?
Yeah.
You like your suit? Do you? You like having a roof over your head? I'm your bread and butter, lad. Cross me. You're nothing. Nothing but an ignorant mick. You do what you're told, or I'll throw you out in the street, and every door you knock on will be slammed in your face. Do you understand? Good.
They gain power because they help immigrants out, which is why they're in the middle of this Venn diagram. So they're helping immigrants, but they're bad for cities because politics becomes very corrupt. And we call these things political machines. So off to the side here, make a little note of that. These are called political machines. They're essentially political gangs. Political machines. Outright breaking the law to get what they want, where people are breaking the law to pressure people to get into power. So that's the bad stuff for cities. Political corruption, political machines, and tenements and ghettos. Bad. Now I want you to also make a note of these things. These are kind of off to the side. What do the tenements, the ghettos result in? And actually, what does corruption result in? Bad water, overcrowding, disease, crime, filth, and fires. Now getting into efforts to solve problems faced by immigrants. These are the good things. We already said that one of those ways of solving problems faced by immigrants, and those things would be immigrants come here with a language barrier. They can't speak the language, that's a problem. They need jobs, that's a problem. They live in poor conditions, that's a problem. and they face discrimination. Like the Irish and the Chinese face discrimination. These are problems. And not all of those get fixed by the political machines. You don't have to circle these, but the political machines are more interested in solving this, getting you jobs. They might find you living conditions, but they might not help with the fact that they're poor living conditions. So the other needs are being met by things like this, a settlement house, a place that helps immigrants in big cities. And the best example of this, and it's pictured here, this is at the bottom of your page. Hull House. Hull House is a community center. They would help with classes for learning language. They'd help with daycare. They provide entertainment, community theater. They'd advocate, help people with job interviewing skills. So that's what the Hull House does. It's a little bit better for cities than the political machines. Political machines are just thinking about the vote, and a settlement house is thinking about, in the long term, how do we help these people come in here and become a part of this city. So these are the efforts to solve problems faced by immigrants, political machines, settlement houses, and then the problems faced by cities, tenements, ghettos, and political corruption. So political corruption right there is a bad for cities, somewhat good for immigrants. Settlement house, good for immigrants. Not bad for cities. That's why it's not in the circle. It's good. It's a good thing. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy yourself.